Okay, is we live or is we live? And this is my surprise. I got help today. So we're going to start on the garden tour. We're getting a little droplets of rain. So we're going to try to get through this quickly before we get poured down on. Yep. You took the shovel back to the front.
The what?
We need to dig holes for those mint plants. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera around so my helper can see what we need. I need the shovel to do that though.
You told me to put the shovel
Flip the camera. Now it's the beginning of the tour. Flip the camera. Bam. Come on, cooperate with me. There we go. Bam. Okay. So, y'all see it's some big old ginormous apple mints back here. Okay. From the weeds. So we got our work cut out back here. This is the apple mint. This big one. That's another pretty big one, that one too. And that's huge. Well, we got 3 spearmint plants from the house that we finna put in the ground. And my helper gonna help me dig a hole. Okay? All right. I'm gonna pick this up. So this hole needs to be bigger. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh, this man really grew into the cloth.
Make it deep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Oh.
Okay, you catching up the other mint plant. All right.
That's good?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, we need another one just like that. All right, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just need a hole big enough. Put it in between these 2.
That's a little.
Yeah, right there.
This.
Yeah, right there. That in there. So now we added 3 new mint cups to the rest of the mint family back here. And we wanted to take over the weeds instead of all these doggone weeds. And let us. Okay, now we finna head to the front. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Percy. How you doing? We finna head back to the front. Oh, no, we not. I forgot. We gonna show you the trellis back here for the grapes. Okay. So I got lots of growth on here. This new growth out. You know what? I'm gonna come off the live because this ain't really working out live. We just gonna make a regular video and edit it. Hey, Sis Trish. I'm gonna come up out this live because my connection is bad and it's trying to rain. And I know this connection saying, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
What?
Me. Because this live, I see it going out, losing the connection, so that's gonna mess up my whole little thing back here. So I'll just make a regular video. But I do have help today, yep, which is great. And we're gonna assemble this trellis for the grapes.
Can't wait till the grapes grow.
See, this is for the grapes to grow on. And it was fairly simple. Yeah, the vine. It was fairly simple to put together. Okay, get the other piece over there. Wasn't a whole lot of complication. Thank goodness. Okay, but the final step we getting ready to do now. All right, you need to hold one end and I hold one end. And we're going to push back up. That's one end. And I got this end. And move all the way back so it ain't poking.
And then just push it in.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
And push it back a little bit.
We pushed it in. We pushed the trellis in. Now we're going to go over to the grape plants
Let's
and
put it on.
stake it. We're going to push it deep into the hole, deep into the soil, so it will stay put when the rain hits or the wind. Okay? The trellis is for the grapes. Is the grapes there? The grapes right there. Where the grapes at? Show me where the grapes at in here. I'm see what she remember. If she remember. Show me the grape plant.
Over there.
I don't know what over there. Are you sure?
Think so?
I think so is right. That's the grape plant over
I
there.
remember something.
Okay, now
We're gonna stick it out.
bear with me while I grunt as I head over there to the grape plant. Okay, we're gonna try this once again, and I'm gonna get out the way right here and point to the grape plants. The grape plants is over there, and we're gonna put the trellis in.
Over there.
Those kind of plants need a trellis. They are climbing plants. Okay.
They went over the fence.
So I got two of them. One of them is right here.
Oh,
I'm stick it on the ground.
it's plant. Then it'll just grow up.
Now the missing part of this plan is the netting, which is gonna be time consuming, and we're not gonna use up
bore
the
you.
video time with that.
Not gonna bore you.
But
we'll do that.
we'll do that after we finish the tour. Okay. So now the connection on YouTube. Okay, there we go. I'm on it to there. Okay, now our job that's tedious,
There, that's a good shot.
that's very tedious, is put this netting on.
Ooh. Needs help.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it.
The help that I need is these need to be tied around the sticks.
Oh. It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, and we're not gonna do the whole thing on camera.
Let's just show a little bit so we can show you how to do it. Oh. Very time consuming. Double knot.
I don't know. Okay. Since we continue with the rain, we definitely not gonna do this whole thing now. But I just wanted to show you what we're trying to achieve back here with the grapes. we get the netting all tied on them, we're gonna put the grape plant through there. Now we get ready to go the rest of the tour. No, you continue to do that. It's another step to it. Okay. Tie it. Okay. My next challenge is all of this mint, y'all. Woo! And the rain is just making them bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I'm going to cut some of these down today because as thick as they are right now, it's going to keep the new ones from getting light. So these have to be thinned down no matter what. And I have a hydrator coming to me that was given to me by one of my followers. Shout out to you, Ostara. I appreciate that. I want y'all to take a peek at my zucchini babies. They have peeked out their little heads. 1, 2, and 3. That one is tiny, but it's coming in too. And I'm gonna have 4 zucchini plants there. Okay. Hey. Okay, helper, you can come on. We're gonna finish the tour, rest of the tour upstairs. There go my oregano, who got the same situation. Those 2 Afro Puff got to be cut down because they are fully grown. And soon they're going to have flowers and want to grow more oregano. The flowers going to go everywhere. But we're going to cut that down and dry it out for cooking.
We're going to make tea with the mint.
Okay.
Dried mint.
Now, my helper can go up the stairs. Okay. We're going up the stairs. And this the rest of the video. Okay. Here's my hydrangea. One is growing huge and beautiful, and the other one kind of struggling a little bit. Let me turn the camera around again. Hey. Okay. All right, you see my hydrangea right there? That's a hydrangea, and that's a hydrangea too. I had to put the basket around there because my clumsy big feet stepped on it a couple of times. So that's why you see a big difference between the 2 plants. This one's life got cut off a couple of times with me stepping on it. So that's why I got the cage around it. So won't nobody step on it and it have a chance to grow.
There's buds growing.
Yes, a few buds in there right now.
So much mint.
Yep, too much mint.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of tea.
I got more mint
Then
than I would ever use. So we got some packages coming from Amazon. So after I dry up the mint, I'll package it up and sell it. Hopefully.
It'll come soon. It's supposed to come today.
I hope it comes today. Okay. We're going up the stairs now. We're going to do the rest of the haul. It's gardening stuff that we got from Lowe's. Okay. Here we go. Now y'all got to hear me grunt and groan up these stairs. Okay, I made a list. Try to make sure I stick with the list.
What?
Okay, so I show y'all my zucchini babies. I showed the mint. I showed the mint plant, the trellis. Now we gonna. Oh, the potatoes. Okay, let me show y'all the potatoes.
I want to see potatoes.
And I need the scissors from up there.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's my potato plant, which I started growing indoors through the winter.
There's some
Okay.
dead leaves.
Right. So those yellow leaves we need to cut off.
Okay.
And that's the problem with potato plant leaves. The stems are very, very susceptible to the sun. And see these two stems that we got in the front, they kind of bolted in my grow room indoors. Okay, so you see how it's wilting. It can't really handle the heat. It's starting to warm up, and so we need to cut those yellow leaves off, and then the rest of the plant need to be healed up, and we're gonna show you how to do that. We'll get upstairs.
These
On
are
the
still
porch.
green, but they're turning yellow, so I still cut
Yeah,
them?
cut them. Hey Keisha, how you doing? Thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. Okay, now this right here, this muddy little concoction right here is coffee beans that I got from Starbucks. Starbucks has a program, Coffee Grounds for Gardeners. And you can go there and get as much coffee grounds as you want and incorporate it into your garden. I'm incorporating this coffee grounds into my hydrangeas because that's going to turn my hydrangeas blue. And that's what it needs. The coffee grounds is acidic. The coffee grounds is acidic and not trying to get FaceTime. Okay. Now we're going to go up the stairs and finish our haul. Woo. It's getting hot out here. It was raining.
I wish it was raining now.
It's starting to cook up now. Okay, now we're gonna head up the stairs. And we're gonna begin the haul. Bear with me, this old lady is a struggle.
Oh,
Ooh. Close the door, please. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right, here we go. Now we back up on the porch where we have a better connection. And I done broke my little flip-flop out there in the yard in them weeds. This jungle. Okay. So up here on the porch, we got a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the garlic. We already talked about the potatoes. So now we're moving on to the garlic. And okay. Right there. Okay. Now, I try to experiment on my own as far as garlic goes. Okay, so I tried some things that I watch. You know, you can watch YouTubers, and I keep telling everybody, don't let nobody's garden intimidate you. You got some master gardeners who spend all day on their garden, and you got some like me. I just don't want to work that hard. I just don't. And therefore, I try to make my life, I try to keep it simple. So I purposely have been picking plants that I know will come back. Like you can see, the mint is coming back with a vengeance. I didn't have to do nothing but wait. God did all the rest. I didn't have to plant nothing new. I didn't have to add no water. And soon I hope the back end up like that. Now, I have seen with garlic, I have seen videos where some people put the individual cloves in water, they soak the individual cloves in water, or they soak the whole clove. Well, I did that for the last 3 days. Hey Greg, I'm glad you like the garden tours. I appreciate that. You know, some of our people, they ain't happy unless it's ratchet. And we cursing each other out and being ghetto and hood rat. They don't think our folks have nothing to do with nothing like gardening. So I want to change that perspective. Okay, so I did it. I did the whole clove sitting in water. And at first I was like, well, if I could sit the whole clove in there and not have to take off the skin and stuff, well, why not save one step? Well, both of these have been soaking at the same time for the same number of days, next to each other, side by side, head-to-head competition. Well, as you can see, that garlic didn't make much progress. That's the whole one. So, in my opinion, separating the cloves is better. Because I got 4 of the separated ones have actually began rooting. See that root? They began rooting. So, they'll be ready to plant. So the rest of my garlic, I'm going to do the same way. I'm going to soak the individual cloves in water to get the root. See? That's a real thick root in the same amount of time. So to me, this is a better way. The individual cloves is a better way to get root, to get the garlic to root. Okay? Now, somebody had asked me a question in my last video about the cabbage. And they said they might have put it in upside down because something happened where theirs didn't work. It didn't work for them. That's possible. You could have put it upside down. And the way you can tell, yeah, garlic is a root. It's root. It's a root plant, yep. Okay, so here's my brand new cabbage. I made some egg rolls yesterday. I tore them up. The cabbage is gone. And so this is what you have to look for. You look for the little florets. You see that's look like a little flower about to come out. They call florets. So you take the extra cabbage off the edge, because that's all that's going to do is rot. All it's going to do is rot in the water. Okay? And then that's all you have to do is sit it in the water like that. So these are 2 brand new ones. Okay? And you do have to watch the direction you put them in the water. Okay? So here, like, you can see the leaves can come off. And you want to put the end. You want to put the end that don't have the leaves. You want to put that end in the water. Okay? And since these cabbages been outside, I need to give it a little bit more water, because it evaporates pretty quickly. But it goes slower when you do them inside. So you could just sit this in your windowsill, and in a few days, you will see growth from your stump, from the stump of the cabbage. So I got 2 red cabbages in here. Okay? And they just getting their life, behaving like a plant. We would make this garbage. We have been brainwashed and bamboozled so badly that everything is disposable. Instead of us having a mindset, wow, when I cut my cabbage, I can take the stump and grow another cabbage. We not learning that kind of stuff in school. Hi, Darius. I sure do appreciate the support. Keisha, thank you so much. Hey, Charlie Chew Bear, how you doing? So, now, we're moving on from the cabbage. Hand me one of those, the one by you closest to you. So the ones that I planted a month ago, they doing fine. Only thing I gotta worry about though is they getting too big for this container, and I need to put them in a larger container. But you can see a head forming right in there. You see a little head is forming. That may or may not turn into another head because the weather is warming up. Cabbage really need to be going through the winter. Like, you need to start it in February or March. So this is really the end of its growing season. So even if it don't give me a whole full cabbage, I enjoy watching it grow. It's very pretty, and it's really therapeutic to watch how beautiful that plant grows. And it all came from a stump, some that we normally would throw away. Hey, Nurse Line, how you doing? Yeah, this one made a flower. So this one ain't gonna give me a head of cabbage. What it's gonna end up giving me is seeds, which is fine. That's beautiful too. That's a win-win. I bought me a cabbage, ate the cabbage, put the stump in the soil, grew me a whole nother plant. Yeah, my twin is back. She back. And we gonna have the Thinking Thursday because her mom want me to do it, the critical thinking lessons. So I got her full blessing. So on Thursdays, I'm gonna come back at y'all for Thinking Thursday to help moms and everybody really learn how to be critical thinkers. You hear a lot of people talking about it and throwing that word around, but you ain't hearing nobody really telling you how to implement those skills. Here you go. Okay. All right. Now, now we getting ready to do the haul. Yeah. So she's excited, my twin, excited to show her haul. I was kind of splurging since I'm in a gardening sort of mood. I normally wouldn't pay this much, But since the real strawberries that at my grocery store they was going, they cost $16. This one cost 10, and she get to have her own little watering can. So, and it's a whole kit, and they'll get to learn how to do it. Now I thought she was gonna have helpers. I thought my nieces was coming over here. So this is a whole strawberry grow kit that I got from Lowe's. And so my little helper, that's what she's gonna be growing. And it comes pre-packaged with the soil and the strawberry root. So we can't do it right now on camera because this has to soak in water overnight. Then we'll go ahead and plant it.
Yay.
This got a peat moss, cocoa core. So what we gonna end up doing is ending up gonna get planted in one of these, okay? And then she gonna use this to water. You feel me? She can handle it.
Then
She can handle it.
we also have a lavender kit.
And then this is my lavender kit. Did I say strawberry on you? I let you say strawberry. Why you couldn't let me say lavender? I got a lavender kit. Know why? Because COVID is holding up the shipments, and I ain't get my lavender seeds from nobody. I ordered lavender plants from Walmart. I ordered lavender seeds from Amazon. So when I got in Lowe's and I saw that they had a lavender kit, I snatched it. And I think this was $10 too.
Pretty.
$9.98,
To have
$10.
everything in it.
Oh no, that was 15. So the lavender is a little bit more. But because I didn't want to take no chances, I'm determined to have me some lavender this year. That's why I went on and bought this. I'm still waiting on my 2 live plants to arrive here at home.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so I guess okay, it comes with the seeds, and they so tiny. But I read one of the secrets to having more success with the lavender is to put the seeds on ice cubes, because it needs to be like shocked into thinking it's winter, and then when the ice cube melt, it tricked the seed into it's being spring. So we gonna work on those projects, and when my other niece come here, we'll all be making more raspberry and strawberry pots, because we want to make it out the real strawberry and show y'all how to do that. Also, the last thing on the haul is my chameleon. After I chop down all that mint y'all saw out there, I need to give it a thorough soaking of baking soda, cooking oil, and dish soap to cut down on powdery mildew. Mint plants is very susceptible to powdery mildew, so, and that occurs when it's real high heats and it go real low. So we don't want those beautiful mints. They are like perfect specimens. I mean, couldn't get it no prettier. We don't want them to succumb to powdery mildew. So I bought that, which attaches to a garden hose, and I'm going to be going out there and hitting those mints hard. Okay, now I have been showing y'all how I've been drying out mints. Now I had them hanging up, and if you ask me which method I like better, just cutting the leaves and putting them on a tray, aluminum foil tray like this, or hanging up and waiting to dry, air dry like this, I prefer this. Now, Ostara, shout out to you, my sister. She's sending me a hydrator. But if you ain't got nothing as fancy as a hydrator, I assure you, see, this is already crispy like it should be. It's already getting crispy. It's not completely done. It's a few in here still ain't crispy enough yet. But I'm just saying, this is less work. You take the leaves off the mint stems, and then they will just dry on their own. Like, you don't have to do nothing extra. I didn't have to worry about a wind blowing it away because it was indoors, and I just set it in my oven. I didn't even turn the oven on.
No air goes in the oven, so it was perfect.
So it dried naturally. So if you ask me which one I prefer this method. You know why? Because once this dry all the way up, I could just crumble it up and put it in my container. This one, on the other hand, that was hanging to dry, I still have to remove the leaves from the stem. And that's a little annoying to still have a step left even after you dry them. So I still would have to pull these off. And that's an extra work and step I don't want to be bothered with. So to me, of the two methods of drying that I use, this is better. All I did was put the leaves on an aluminum foil tray. And that's how I've been doing it. And I got the tea leaves in my house right now
We're gonna make food.
that we can make tea out of.
This is gonna be so good.
Matter of fact, you know where it's at? The tea leaves, the mint that's dry, is up there on that where that white cabinet is, on the top shelf. She's gonna go get it, and I'll show you what it looked like when it's completely dry. Kind of look like weed, y'all, when you crumble it up. And speaking of that, I'm planning a trip soon to get seeds for that, for medicinal purposes. Okay, so that's the end of the haul. That is it. That's all, my peoples. Oh, what I got on my notes? Hold on. Let me make sure, because I always think I'm done. And then I say, oh God, I gotta make another one. Okay, I talked about the cabbage, the oregano, drainages. Okay. We just didn't plant the basil, but that's because it's raining. The sun coming out now, so we might get out there. And I'll just make a pre-recorded video instead of trying to do that live. Because I got a helper that likes to FaceTime a lot.
You mean in the kitchen?
It's in the kitchen. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We finna end this video soon. Anyway, I'm waiting now still for my dehydrator that someone gifted me, and I really appreciate that. I'm a very humble person. Very humble person. I know, and I know you ain't gonna move out this space at all. That camera is paralyzing me. Stop it. Now say something else. And see where you get embarrassed. On YouTube. Man. This screen is on my nerve. I need a new one. Trying to get some of this breeze. Cool breeze coming in for the rain. Oh. Whoo, y'all. Don't ever let nobody tell you gardening ain't work. You definitely got to put the work in if you want results. Okay, yeah, it was one more thing. I wanted to show y'all a secret of mine that I use to fertilize my plants. It's called banana compost tea. And you use rotten black banana peels. You take those peels, put it in the water, like so, and sit it in the sun and let it shake and bake. Bake in the sun for a couple of days, or 2-3 days from now. I'll show you how I use the compost, the banana compost tea in my garden. Now, that's it. That's all. Your twin. That's it. That is all, y'all. I done worked up a sweat. I've been working out trying to get this. Oh no! Look, we forget the main thing here. Oh. I forgot all about these. Ooh. Okay, so y'all, I got a vertical planter coming. I'm gonna put right there in the corner where my chair is. It's gonna be a vertical garden and go up and down instead of outward. So I bought some plants to add to that vertical garden. I got some pineapple sage. I got more basil because I love basil in my cooking. I got this is regular sage, my fault. This is regular sage and this is pineapple sage. I got those two. And this is, I forgot what this is. Oh, this is a cherry red tomatoes. And this is another basil plant. So, my little vertical garden gonna start with some plants to get started in it right away, day one. If it ever comes, that's the problem. It's taking this sweet little time to get here. And I hope it don't come too late for the growing season. Defeating the whole purpose. So now, we're gonna start to get some of this stuff off this table, because I done got it full and loaded. Loaded with stuff ready to grow. Let's go, let's grow. Help her. This right here, I want you to put in, we get ready to put this in the grow room, in the back porch, on top shelf. Come back and get the other one. So I got two started, and this came from my garden. I started it off, I set it in water like I did these to get it to root. And now I got a whole new plant just by putting it in water. Hold it on the bottom. Thank you. Okay, that's two out the way. Now, these onions, the reason why I'm motivated to show you to grow, that anybody can grow, you can do it in an apartment. I've been doing this indoors. Spring onions, growing them in a jar like that, no soil, just sitting in the windowsill. That's it. Now the roots have grown so long on these onions that they need to be planted. So today, I'm gonna do that off camera though. Today we're gonna plant them in a pot so I can still be getting me spring onions for my various cooking. Now hopefully my niece will be bringing her kids over, and all of them will be over there planting seeds in the garden. I just wanted y'all to see my little zucchini babies. I'm so happy to see their little heads poking out. I planted sunflower seeds on the other side of my house, but the bird said no. we not letting them grow. They ate all them little sunflower seeds. So when my little nieces come here, we gonna put sunflower seeds in these little cups indoors until the little plant appears, and then we're gonna plant the plant instead of seeds, because the birds love sunflower seeds. Anyway, that is it now officially. Yep. Potatoes, discuss problem with both. Oh, I didn't discuss my roses. Well, I'd say that for another video. My roses is having a problem with too much water, and so I'm going to cut some of those stems and try to create more roses where I can plant them other places besides here, because this just get too much, fall off from the water coming down the spout, overflowing the spout in my house. So ain't nobody finna upgrade that or renovate it in any kind of way. So I would like to get some roses started growing somewhere else besides there. That's not really the best place for it because of the water situation. So this year, hopefully, I can get some clones, and I'll show you how to do that. How I'm going to do the clones of my roses. So now, and y'all know, life wouldn't be right without the train in the background. The train always got to make an appearance. There the choo-choo. There the choo-choo is. Okay. Now that's it. That's all. So we are done. We're done. Ooh, that breeze feels good. So now I'm gonna go and cut up some of that mint. And my work gonna be cut out for me today. I'm about to get up out this video. Woo. Hey. Ooh. Okay, y'all. Peace and love. I'll see you again